Welcome back, friends. Shane here with Modern Warrior Project, and in today's video I'm going to go over a product that is probably one of the most exciting that I'd say I've almost ever come across in the area of water purification and treatment in the wild, if you will. This is an amazing product, and if you haven't seen it, you're gonna love this. This is perfect for prepping, camping, outdoor adventure, everything. And it's such a small package, and it's awesome what it does. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about what's a little product called the H2gO, H2gO. The one I have right here, this is the H2gO Prime, and they also have an H2gO Global. The only difference in looks is the Global has a blue backing where mine is black, and I'll explain to you a little bit of difference about what it is and what they do here in a second. Let me get it all out. So in short, what this thing does is it essentially chlorinates water to allow you to treat water in the wild. So if you're not familiar, one of the ways that you can treat water to make it potable, to make it drinkable, is you can treat it with bleach, right? And that's chlorinating it. That kills everything in there. You have to just put some bleach in there, you let it set for 30 minutes or so, and it kills everything, and then it's good to drink. Well, the problem with storing bleach as a prepper too. A little quick story for you. When I first started prepping years ago, I had a ton of bleach bottles that I had for storage. I didn't realize that over time the bleach eats through that plastic and it all leaks out. So you can't store bleach like that. Not to mention also something I didn't know at the time as well is bleach diminishes. So it starts losing its efficacy or its power and strength with time. So you can't store bleach long term like that. You just can't effectively that I know of. However, you don't have to. And that's where this little product comes in. It takes nothing more than salt water. Now, so you can think ocean, right? But I'm talking about regular table salt. So this thing here is you've got a little dropper bottle, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a line on here that says fill salt to here. So you just put regular table salt in there, and then you put just regular water in the rest of this. We're talking about, just normal water. You could use untreated water. It doesn't really matter, but ideally you just have this pre-filled from your house. And so I've got water, and so this is a little salt water solution here. And this thing here has so it has two compartments up here that you can see that you can store some extra salt in. And they're just that. They're just storage for extra salt, table salt. And then you have a little compartment right here, and that's where I'm going to put the water. So before I continue on that, let me talk about you can charge it with a typical USB-C charger at your house. It just powers up. I think it's USB-C. Powers up, and it'll hold a charge for quite a while. But to make it even better, it's got a solar panel on the back of it. So while you're out in the wild or out on your adventures or whatever, you can have it sitting out and get in the sun and recharging it as you go. So this truly is an indefinite supply of water. So what the settings, back to the Global and the Prime. So the Global will treat up to 10 liters and in one little push of a button, and the Prime will treat up to the Global will treat up to 20 liters, and the Prime, which is the one I have here, will treat up to 10. I don't think there's even a difference in the price. I just chose this because I don't typically see me needing to treat 20 liters at a time. I think that's why I chose it. Either or. They're both about the same size. I mean, they look the same other than the blue backing. So this is really cool to see in person. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see it here, so I'll try my best to let you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it per se, but you'll be able to hear it. And what's really cool is the smell. So I just poured some salt water in here, and down here we've got a little button, and I'm gonna click this button. If I just do a click, it's gonna click through these different levels. Like, I think it's a ½ liter, 1 liter, 2 liter, 5 liter, 10 liter. Depending on how much water I want to treat is which one I'm going to select. So it's just a click, 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 click till you find the one you want. And then I hold it down for about 2 seconds, and it starts. And it takes literally 10 seconds or so, and it turns that into bleach. And then what we'll do is we're going to pour that into the water that we want to treat. And we wait around 30 minutes. Now, if you have like cryptosporidia, I think I said that right, or other things you're concerned about, you can wait up, you can double treat it and wait for like 4 hours. To make it even better too, they give you some test strips. So after I treat the water, I can run it on a test strip and make sure it doesn't come present for some of those bacteria and parasites and such. And you can buy more of those. But at the end of the day, many a times I've drank treated water, bleach treated water without testing it. I mean, just make sure you treat it well. But the test strips are definitely a better thing. I'm gonna go grab a bowl, so I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna go grab a quick bowl so I have something to pour this into because it is bleach. Okay, so I've got us a bowl. I'm gonna turn this on and let you see it, and hopefully you can see, you'll actually see bubbles. That's how you kind of know it's done, when the bubbles stop, and you can smell it right after it goes. And if you can't see this, maybe I'll do a little second film and just give you an inset so you can actually see it. But it's more so the smell than anything. So let me click here. I got it on. Let's do a little longer treatment, and I'm gonna put it around, I think that's probably 2 liters. Hold it down, and you can see starts bubbling up. And you can smell the bleach. Such a cool little product. And so it's just gonna bubble until it's done bubbling. Just gonna let it go like that. And you can clearly smell it. And now we've got what we need to treat water. We don't have treated water yet. So as soon as it's done, you're gonna pour it in here, or you actually pour it into the water you treat, and let it sit for 30 minutes. Run it on a test strip, and you've got drinking water. And they tell you this as well. Don't forget to also use some of that treated water, that bleach, to disinfect the lid or the drinking area or whatever it is you're storing. Oftentimes people forget that, and they're putting contaminated, bacteria or parasite right back on top of their treated water. And that's it. So I can't remember exactly how many liters this single little tiny bottle of water, it's done now. This single little tiny bottle of water will allow you to treat. But the cool thing is, like, literally you can just take table salt. So if you wanted to take a good sealed can of table salt, you can refill and just do this indefinitely for thousands and thousands of gallons of water. This goes in my bug out bag now. I keep it in a soft case somewhere around here with a GPS. And it's just it's an awesome addition. I can't speak highly enough of this concept. What I think they did, and then you just pour it out here. You see, it's not much. Pour it out here, and then I like to rinse it. It doesn't say to. I don't think you need to, but I just like to rinse it. Otherwise, you'll get little crystallization, which just wipes off. It's just salt crystallization. And as you can see, or well, you can't see, but as I can see and smell, we've got bleach. Pour that in, and we treat 2 liters of water, I think is what I did. It's that simple. Such an amazing product. I highly recommend it. I think this entity, this organization, I think it's called like Aqua Research, that created it. They seem to have a non-profit. I don't know if it's non-profit, but somewhat of a non-profit effort to give the world drinking water. And what an amazing, smart concept this is. So simple. What I suppose they did is they took the idea of chlorinated pools, those saltwater pools that we've seen over the last decade or couple decades that have become very popular. And basically, I think they just did it in micro form, because that's all that does. It takes salt and chlorinates, and that's exactly what we've got going here. So once again, this is the H2gO Prime. I highly encourage you to check it out. Definitely awesome piece of prepper / outdoor adventure gear that I would highly recommend. I love it. Probably one of the coolest and most innovative products I've seen in the area of water treatment in a long time. That's it for this episode. Until next time, stay prepping.